Here are 3 tips I wish I knew when I started real estate videography and photography. Here we go. First, gear. Let's talk gear for a second. I know you can start with your phone, you can start with a small gimbal and just go getting realtors to trust you and give you your first shot. So gear is not the most important thing when it comes to building your business. But let's be real. Problem is, if you are starting with your phone, for example, so you're the mobile phone guy, you take picture with your phone, you take video with your small gimbal and your phone. Unless you're so fucking talented that your videos are amazing, you're gonna just be seen as the cheap option. Because nobody want to spend hundred, if not thousands of dollars on a video or on a package for someone who's showing up with his little phone and just taking a few pictures, because the realtor doesn't see the value here. He's like, oh, this guy is doing a good job maybe, but I'm not going to pay him a lot of money. Obviously, I could do the same myself with my phone, and the video quality is not as good as what I can expect from other creator in my city, for example. So you don't need to spend $10,000 to get all the gear at the beginning, but you need a good camera. And what is a good camera? You can start, maybe if I'm talking Sony here, you can start with a A7 III, you can start with a A6000 something, 400 with crop sensor. That's okay. For photo, it doesn't matter too much. Anyway, it's going to be on a tripod. You can take your time to get a good image. Composition is going to be more important. For video, it's going to be a little bit trickier because you want to have some other stuff. But let's start with the beginning, because you're probably going to start with photo. It's the easiest way to start in the real estate industry. At least I will say, if you don't have a lot of money to invest. Second is the way you communicate and work with realtors. So I think a lot of people think being the most creative person and have the most amazing video is what's going to help you being successful in your business. And to some extent, it's true, especially when you start to arrive at the higher end of the creative industry of what is real estate media. But at the beginning, what's going to make you make some money, it's your ability to speak with people. It's your ability to connect with realtors, your ability to walk into brokerage, doing phone calls and stuff like this. And the problem usually it's a lot of us as creators are very good with being behind the camera, taking picture. But as soon as we are working with people and we have to communicate, it's where sometimes it's a little bit harder, because we are usually a little bit more introvert. But that's a great skill that you need to work on. That's your ability to speak with other people, your ability to basically go and shake hands. You're working with people. That's the key here. You need to have a good relationship with a realtor first. You need to have them be first aware of you ever existing and then trusting you enough to give you a shot. So this is something very important. And last thing I wanted to touch real quick here is the way you shop, the way you present yourself, the way you're on time. Not even on time, you're arriving at least 5-10 minutes before the beginning of the shoot. Maybe you scoot the place before, maybe you look online where it is, what's the different lighting condition, what time of the day is the best time to go to shoot the property. There are different tools to help you out with this, but this is very important, because the last thing you want is showing up late, or even worse, not showing up at all. I've seen it before. Some people are showing up an hour later, and you look ridiculous, because the agent is often on site with the owner of the property, and it doesn't look good on the agent because he trusts you to come and shoot the property, and he's maybe spend the last hour or so to just make sure everything is clean, everything is ready for the shoot. And now he's waiting with the client for the photographer or the videographer to show up, and he's texting him, hey, are you around? And I'm just arriving, give me a minute. And then you come and you set up your thing, and it takes you 15 minutes to get ready. So that's terrible, because you want to build the business on trust. So that's it for me, guys. That's just a little bit of test here. So I hope you enjoy it. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, YouTube game, and talk to you in the next one. Bye.